Hello surgical utopians and welcome back to my channel Surgical Utopia. Today we will be discussing about what is favorable and unfavorable horizontal and vertical mandibular fracture. So the mandibular fracture can be identified as favorable and unfavorable fracture depending upon the direction of the fracture line. This classification is considered in the angle fracture. When there is unilateral angle fracture, the posterior ramal segment is called as lesser fragment and the body of the mandible along with the entire mandible on the opposite side is considered as the greater fragment. Now this greater segment is stabilized with the help of occlusion of the mandibular teeth with the maxillary teeth, and the lesser segment, that is the ramal or posterior segment, is free to move independently. Whether the fracture is favorable or not depends on the displacement of the fragments due to the pull of the muscles. So if the muscle pull moves the fragment away from each other, then the fracture is said to be unfavorable, and if there is no displacement between the two segments or fragments of mandible, then it is said to be favorable fracture. This can be further divided into horizontal and vertical fracture, and we will study both of these one by one in this video. When the mandible is studied from the horizontal plane, then it can be said whether the fracture is horizontally favorable or horizontally unfavorable depending upon the direction of the fracture line. First we will see what happens in horizontally favorable fracture. In this, the fracture line passes from alveolar margin in downward and forward direction, and when the elevator group of muscles, that is the medial pterygoid muscle and the mesenteric muscle, pulls the segments in an upward direction, then the movement will be hindered by the body of the mandible. This way the displacement is prevented, thereby making it as a horizontally favorable fracture. Now if the fracture line progresses in a downward and backward direction like this, in this case the medial pterygoid muscle and the mesenteric muscle will try to pull the fragment in an upward direction, and the segment will move easily without hindrance from the mandibular body, and the fragment will get easily displaced. This type of fracture is called as horizontally unfavorable fracture. Heading towards vertical fracture, which can be studied from above or the occlusal view. Looking at the mandible from this view, if the fracture line runs from the buccal plate or on the outer side in an oblique direction backwardly and towards the lingual side of the mandible, a fracture with such fracture line will prevent the movement of the fracture segment or the posterior segment in the medial direction due to the contraction of the medial pterygoid muscle. See, if I move this fragment here, there is hindrance in the displacement. Such a type of fracture is termed as vertically favorable fracture. Moving further, if the fracture line runs or passes from the inner or lingual plate of the mandible in an obliquely backward direction towards the buccal plate or the outer side of the mandible, so in a fracture of this kind, when the medial pterygoid muscle will contract, it will easily be able to pull the posterior segment towards the medial side or in a medial direction. This is called as vertically unfavorable fracture. So coming to a quick summary of these four kinds of fracture. If you see over here, we will first discuss the vertically favorable fracture. The fracture line in this type of fracture will extend from the outer or buccal mandibular plate in an oblique direction moving backward towards the lingual plate over here like this. And in vertically unfavorable fracture, the fracture line will begin from the lingual plate of the mandible and it will move in an oblique backward direction towards the buccal plate of the mandible. This kind of fracture line will give rise to vertically unfavorable fracture. Similarly, coming to horizontally favorable fracture, the fracture line will originate from the alveolar ridge or the alveolar margin. It will move in a downward and forward direction, giving a horizontally favorable fracture of mandibular angle. And lastly, in horizontally unfavorable fracture, the fracture line will begin from the margin of the alveolar ridge, but it will move in a downward and backward direction. Thus, a fracture produced with such fracture line or in such manner will be horizontally unfavorable mandibular angle fracture. So we will join these dots over here and make a hexagon in order to remember the direction of the fracture line for this fracture. So each diagonal side of this hexagon will represent one of the fracture. So this one will represent vertically favorable fracture. Over here this is vertically unfavorable fracture. This diagonal here is representing horizontally favorable fracture, and this one horizontally unfavorable fracture. So you can remember this hexagon in your mind as a mnemonic in order to remember the direction of the fracture line and not to forget later on. So with this we come to the end of this session. I hope all of you liked it, and it's a wrap for now. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye bye and take care.